Hey, I'm Keith from String Cheese Incident, and I'm going to tell you about what we got going up here, a little rig rundown. First, I want to shout out to my friends at Lakland Basses. I'm still playing my Lakland 5-string. This is 1999, 5594 that I've had since 99, so going on 20 years now. Got another Lakland 5-string there from 2000 that I play a lot as well. So appreciate the good folks at Lakland taking good care of me. And as well, I'd like to shout out to Aguilar, who has been great to me with the amplifiers. I'm running a 751 head. I've got another one as a backup, although I never need a backup with them. The only time I needed a backup was when this one took on a gallon of water in a rainstorm and we actually boogie dumped the water out of the back of the head and it came pouring out. That's the only time this thing has ever had any problems. So I've got the other one there just in case. I got a couple of Aguilar 412 cabinets. Typically on an indoor gig, I'll only run one cabinet as it's plenty of headroom. But on the big outdoor stages, it's great. I love having them both plugged in and just have that extra enveloping bass thump. The big sound, it's nice to have. So pretty simple rig. Run in first into a radial J48 DI on the backside there. That's what feeds front of house and the monitor mixes. And then we're also micing the signal off the amp. And so at front of house, he's got a mix of the DI and the amp. Probably 80 to 90% of the time I'm playing clean with no effects. But when we do want to get some different sounds going on, I've got an MXR octave, and everything's running through a true bypass looper here, so the signal's always clean. We're only going through one pedal at a time. I've got the MXR octave for an octave sound. The envelope is also an MXR. I've got an Electro-Harmonix mono synth. See what it's on right now. A little bit of that kind of vocal synth sound. The phaser from Aguilar is really a nice sound as well. It's kind of a subtle, I've got it set with just a slow rate and a subtle sweep, and that's kind of a nice subtle effect. And then I've got the VT bass for an overdrive. When you're going for that kind of thing. And then I can always hit the bypass in the middle, to get out of any of the loops. And then just the tuner in line as well. But again, most of the time, 90% of the time, it's clean, and that's the way it's working for me up here. I do have a wedge going that I have some mix in, and that's primarily for when I pull my in-ears out. I'm generally using the in-ears. Probably the first thing I did was sang in church choir, and that lasted a little while. And took a few piano lessons, but probably didn't really gel with that much. Played trumpet in junior high band for a little bit until marching band started. Started playing guitar probably age 12. And got an electric guitar for Christmas, I think, when I was 14. And at that point, there was no looking back. That was kind of my passion. Dabbled in some guitar through high school and college, played a little rhythm guitar in a bar band for a little bit in college. Finally picked up the bass when I met Billy and Kang, and they were doing an après ski happy hour and a mandolin and a guitar, and they needed a bass player. And I thought, well, I can play some guitar, I can play the bass. And so that was it, off and running from there. Yeah, still enjoy playing guitar, but bass has been home for me with the band, and I love the role. It's been a lot of fun. Most of the time I am using my fingers. Occasionally for some of the real rock stuff I will use the pick, and I'll go a little more front pickup on the bass, then roll off a little treble, and then you got a little more edge, a little more bite to the sound, a little more rock. So yeah, sometimes when things get a little heavier, I will grab the pick and we'll do a little bit of that. And my picking technique is probably all just comes from, you know, playing guitar. Nothing special there. That's about it, really. The rig sounds great. The basses have been super dependable for me and super comfortable. Yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed a little rig rundown.